Okay, hey, hi, Givers. This is Dennis from Give Asia. Today I'm in the RSVP Singapore office. So, who is RSVP? Anybody heard of RSVP? Never mind. Let me introduce our guest today. Jue Ming, this is Jue Ming. Jue Ming is the president of RSVP, and this is Su Ying. Su Ying is a long-term volunteer for RSVP for more than 20 years.
About 20 years.
About 20 years.
Oh, 20 years.
Longer than me.
Oh, 20 years. 20 years. Wow. That is a very, very long time and very, very dedicated. So
indeed.
probably what we do is that we start with Jue Ming first. So Jue Ming, hi, how are you today?
Good.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
So, okay, cool. Mind if I ask, what does RSVP stand for?
Oh, you don't have to reply today.
Okay.
No, it's just a joke. In fact,
Yeah.
RSVP, if you look at the actual name, it stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program.
Okay.
Right, but through the years, I think about 7 years ago, we rebranded and called it the Organization of Senior Volunteers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the rebranding? I think very simple because in this day, I mean, in Singapore, you look at ourselves, do you really retired? So to call ourselves retired is a bit of overkill.
Right.
We got to move with the time, the landscape have changed, and then we are changing it.
Okay.
So basically, we are a senior-centric organization,
Okay.
whereby we have seniors who are retired or semi-retired coming to us and do volunteering work.
I see.
Right.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually what we call a purpose-driven volunteerism.
I was about to ask you that. I
Yeah.
saw on your statement that purpose-driven volunteerism. So you mind sharing a little bit more what is a purpose-driven
Well,
volunteerism?
I look at it this way. You come to RSVP, not to just, we pass you in and then we just say you go here and spend your time, help this, help that, help around. That is not, there's no purpose at all. In
Okay,
RSVP,
okay.
when we do volunteering,
Okay.
right, we make sure that we have a program for you.
Right.
You go there, before you go, even before you become a volunteer in RSVP, we actually train you.
Oh.
We give you half a day training.
Right.
What we call be an effective volunteer.
I see.
So at least
Okay.
you know the pros and cons of being a volunteer. If something happens, how you react. Like we also teach you conflict resolution. Right. If something arises, something happen.
Right.
Right. Between not necessarily between volunteers and the client that we serve.
Okay.
But it can also between client and client. So yeah, and
okay.
I'm sure Suhin has went through this.
Right.
And other than conflict resolution, we also teach you to be a good listener.
I see.
It's very important to be a volunteer because we are volunteer, you're gonna listen to what your clients need and then not to go there and tell people, oh, you have to do this. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, be a good listener and give the feedback to RSVP, then we can improve.
So it's a two-way traffic.
Correct. It has to be a two-way traffic because everybody take volunteers as a one-way traffic. And one thing I want to stress on, which I'm very strong about, is that people take volunteers as free labor. Let me
Okay.
re-emphasize. Volunteers are not free labor.
Yep.
They went there
I totally agree.
to spend their time,
Yes.
even their money at times, just to make good for the society and to give back to the society. I think we have to respect volunteer for their sacrifices.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I like that. So let's check with Su Ying. Su Ying, how do you feel like volunteering for RSVP for like almost 20 years?
To start off, that actually myself, I do have some compassion,
Okay.
to help the community all along.
Right.
But actually, when you really want to volunteer, it's not really that is a chance that you can go and do it. You have
Okay.
to find the right moment, right organization that you want to. And I read in the paper about RSVP.
Okay.
They need mentor for latchkey children.
I
And
see.
I have a passion for children.
Okay.
And also for people who are in need of help.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I feel that the community needed some volunteer. If I have the time, why not I do something for them?
Definitely.
That's how I joined the voluntary work and joined RSVP for
Okay.
20 years.
So I believe that your journey so far with RSVP has been a pleasant one.
Yes. Otherwise, how can we do it?
She's our pioneer. And
okay,
she can
okay.
stay for 20 years.
Yes.
That speaks a lot about what we are doing, and I'm quite sure we are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you
And
do.
don't forget, because then I start with RSVP, and now I'm still with RSVP. And it's the only organization I volunteer, and it will be the only organization that I do all my voluntary work.
So is there some kind of like the interesting stories that you can share with us during your this
Yeah.
volunteer work?
Being a volunteer, I think you especially do mentoring. Being volunteer can be in many areas.
Right.
RSVP got MDOP, Changi Airport Ambassador.
Changi Airport Ambassador. Okay.
Yeah, very
Okay.
interesting program also.
Okay.
So to start off, we've been to one after another to gain some experience, and we have to man the reception. You need to know a bit all your different programs
Right.
to answer inquiries.
Okay.
And so that's why as you go along, you learn and you really enjoy doing it. Otherwise, cannot be 20 years.
I believe that you do enjoy your journey. I believe you do enjoy.
Because you see, as to start off the first program that I think the pilot program for ours is mentoring and
Mentoring, yes.
mentoring. That's the one I started with. Of course, as you go along, then you join different program.
Right.
But for the mentoring program itself, I stayed there for 10 years. That one program alone, I do it for 10 years.
10 years.
In mentoring alone.
So I believe that you have impacted a lot of lives.
I just trying to do whatever.
Come on, don't be humble.
I just trying to do my best and
Don't be humble.
to enrich the children.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because as you were asking me a question just now, because as I told you, I get passion for children, and I think they needed love and
Right.
care.
Right.
Once you make the children feel that you have love for them, they do what you tell them to do.
I see.
That's
I
why I
see.
said earlier we do purpose-driven volunteerism. That is one of the
Okay.
reasons, because we don't just go there and say that we mentor you.
Yeah.
Right.
First, to get you got to get the trust of the children.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
give them love and care.
Okay.
Then you inculcate values into them.
Yes.
Teach them the values, and this is the way to go.
Right.
Right. So that's why RSVP is very different. And as she mentioned, we have 9 different programs. Now we call it services.
Okay.
Ranging
Okay.
from mentoring to mentally disadvantaged to Changi Senior Ambassador. We have a very big program or service here where we teach senior IT skills.
Okay.
And and to date, she's also one of the volunteer in that particular program also, right? We have to date trained, I would say, close to 50,000 seniors on IT skills.
Wow.
Ranging from Facebook,
Okay.
right now to the very modern and up to date handphones. We teach Android, we teach iOS or Apple tablets and so on. So
Wow.
our seniors are well equipped.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So you have been doing a great job. So my next question is that how do you fund all this?
Well, I think the
Activities,
funding is always
services.
very sensitive. Through the years, our funding are primarily from the government grants and so on that we get from.
Right.
But when I took over as president about 5 years ago, now going to my 6 years, right, I decided to do something quite different.
Okay.
At that time, we were 70% funded by the government, and 30% we try and do fundraising ourselves.
Right.
I'm proud to say, as of today, I managed to balance it whereby it becomes 60-40.
Oh,
That
good.
means funding from the government side, right, is reduced,
Okay.
right, to about 40%, whereby our own fundraising is about 60%.
Okay.
Right, so this is the area that we are going into, because you cannot always depend on let's say government funding to keep us alive.
Definitely.
Right, we have
Definitely.
to learn to be self-sufficient.
Yep.
right?
Self-sustained,
And, yeah,
yes.
self-sustainable, which is I think the key, you know, towards sustainability and growth, and the future of RSVP depends on, it's in our hands,
Okay.
right? It's in our hands. We have to manage it ourselves.
Okay, cool,
Right.
cool. That's so great. You know, this is the first time I'm hearing this. You know, and it's like this is so wonderful to finally meet. You know, the both of you and the
you.
great work that you're doing. Okay, give us. You hear the story, and now you know what RSVP Singapore stands for. So, don't hesitate. Click the link there and start donating and giving. And you know, if you have any other things that you need to speak to RSVP, don't hesitate to connect to them direct. Okay? Thank you, Ming. Thank you,
you.
Su Ying. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Please continue to do the good work you're doing. And thank you, givers, for watching. The link is there. Please click it,
Yeah.
click it, and click it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks for now. Bye. Peace. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.